live. Hey, you are looking live at Sold Out Giants Stadium, where today the 15-0 New York Giants are taking on the 0-15 Dallas Cowboys. Why the Dallas Cowboys 0-15? Because they suck. Hey, welcome to the Gridiron, everybody. Anybody at all going to spend a little bit of time with me here this evening? Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Anybody watches the replay of this, as always, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You guys absolutely freaking rock. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Anybody got anything to say? Just put it in the chat box. I check the chat box, every so often. So anybody got anything to say? Anything? Oh, my goodness. Just feel free to put it in the chat box. Going to try to go about 30 minutes here. Again, as always. I'll tell you, one thing I am impressed with, okay, the whiteout. That was, I'll tell you what, that was pretty, when I first saw the shot, of the fans in the stands, with the whiteout and all and everything, pretty impressed. I mean, the Giants, color rush jerseys on, everything Monday night, and then same old. Same old. I think I got obviously I got to check here. 3. Okay. Yeah, I got the stats up here from the pathetic game here. Once again, the Giants, they scored, I believe it's 9 points so far now in the first half. 9 points. At least it's a rebuilding process, so you didn't expect them, I mean, obviously they weren't going undefeated. You didn't, it would have been nice if they would have won. But I mean, somewhere along the line, you're at home, you know what I mean? And for the 300th time in a row, the Dallas Cowboys come into our own stadium and just push us around. I mean, we're just heartless, gutless, pathetic. I mean, Daniel Jones is outperformed by a backup quarterback. I mean, just absolutely just gutless, heartless, pathetic. Once again, we played 3 games so far. We've scored 9 points in the first half. I mean, thankfully, I mean, it is a rebuilding. We're trying to compete. The Giants competed. They lost. They're 2-1. We competed in all 3 games. And I said in a video last night, I said, I don't think anybody's going to really run away with this game. I said the Giants could win. I said the Cowboys could win. I said I was kind of hoping the Giants would win. I was kind of hoping maybe the Giants put their big boy pants on and play some football. But, I mean, that's some absolute – I mean, just basically we're going back, you can pick whichever one of the last 5 years, just absolutely sad, gutless, pathetic football at home. Chance to go to 3-0, beat up on a division rival. Nope, absolutely nothing. But I mean, it's they're rebuilding. They're trying to compete, and they competed in all 3 games. I said in the video last night, I said it's whoever wins, I think is going to wind up winning by maybe be a score either way. I mean, within 8 points, 7, 8 points either way, and wind up being the Cowboys, unfortunately. It's just, as I said, so it's rebuilding, and so that they're gonna have to do some rebuilding. I mean, the defense is keeping us in the game because the offense is just absolutely just unbelievably pathetic. I mean, just absolutely horrible. So they're gonna have to do some tearing down a little bit to build back up. So, yeah, we got the Bears to look forward to. Maybe we'll play some. Maybe we'll put our big boy pants on, and we want to play some football. I mean, because it's just and I know we're not the best team in football. I get that. Let's see here. Box score. I got the stats here. Okay, is this the stats? Is all the stats? Okay, all right. So they gotta tear it down, build it. They got some stuff to do after the season's over with. I mean, you kind of hope that maybe somewhere along the line fifth, sixth, seventh game, maybe, some of the offensive schemes and all that start kind of gelling together and start coming on, the defense was probably going to have to carry the offense in the beginning of the season. That's what it's been doing pretty much so far. Hopefully somewhere along the line, we see something that starts resembling an offense. Yes. Some of this between like last week, when we scored 6 points, and the 6 points came off of 2 Carolina turnovers. If we didn't get the 2 Carolina turnovers, the Giants score no points in the first half. They scored no points in the first half against Tennessee. They scored 3 points against the Cowboys. Could have been 6 if that field goal wasn't blocked. But they scored 3 points in the first half. Oh, boy. So they've scored, what have they scored? 2 touchdowns in weeks 2 and 3. Absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Let's see. We got the final stats here. Of course, the Dallas Cowboys with a backup quarterback, okay, coming to Giants Stadium. They get more first downs than the Giants. They got 23 first downs. They got more yards, of course, 391 yards. The backup quarterback they came in and gave us with a backup quarterback had almost 400 yards of offense. The Giants can only muster 336 yards of offense. Let's see. The Giants got 5 yards per play. Maybe before the end of the season, maybe Daniel Jones will actually have 200 yards passing in the game. I know I'm asking for a lot in the 2022 football season, to have a quarterback throw for over 200. I know I'm asking for a lot, but maybe, what do we got? 3. We got 14 more games. Maybe somewhere along the line, next 14 games, maybe he can actually complete 200 yards passing. I know it's a combination of a lot of things, but let's see, what do we got? Rushing. Gave up 176 yards rushing. But some of that goes with Leo the Lion not being in there. It goes to show you, some of what his worth is, right? They ran the ball 30 times. They averaged 6 yards a carry, the Cowboys. Thank goodness Dak wasn't in there. They might have put up a 40 spot on us, huh? Giants got 167 yards rushing. Okay, of course, they only had, I don't know, like 50 or so at halftime, so they did well in the second half. Okay. Let's see, red zone. Giants didn't make it to the red zone one time. They're making the red zone one time all night. Not one time to the red zone. Cowboys have red zone 4 with the backup quarterback in the red zone 4 times. Giants couldn't make it to the red zone one time. Absolutely freaking pathetic. Giants had that one turnover. They had an interception. Daniel Jones had an interception. The Cowboys, let's see, at 32 minutes, 42 seconds, time of possession. So let's see, a box score. All right, let's see now. Cooper Rush, let's see, 21 to 31, 215 yards. Quarterback rating at 98.2 they got here. Very impressive. Pollard had 105 yards rushing. Ezekiel Elliott, 73 yards rushing. ABCD Lamb caught 8 balls. It's like, they have like nobody. They got ABCD Lamb. It's like their only receiver. And he caught 8 passes. There's nobody to throw the ball to. Brown, Hendershot, Ferguson, Fihako, Tolbert, Elliott, Pollard. It's like, where do I? I guess we should be lucky that Gallup wasn't like, this is not going like back to last year. Dak was there, and we had Gallup in there, and Cooper, and ABCD Lamb, and Schultz was healthy. They probably would have put up 50 or 60 points on us. Absolutely gutless, pathetic. Let's see here. Sacks. Lawrence only had 3 sacks. That's all. What do you got? Wilson had a sack. Lawrence, as I said, he only had 3. Let's see here. Armstrong had a sack. So they had 5 sacks, Cowboys, 5 sacks. 6 tackles for loss, 5 passes defensed. Only had 12 quarterback hits. That's all. Only had 12. Absolutely gutless, freaking pathetic. Oh boy, let's see here. Let's go to the Giants here. Oh, and that's right, I forgot. And the Cowboys, right? He missed one, right? Yeah, he missed a field goal, so they possibly could add another 3 points. But then again, to be fair, we had ours blocked too. I mean, or Mr. Automatic Graham Gano, that might have been another 3 points for the Giants. So let's see here. Daniel Jones was 20 of 37, 196 yards. I mean, 5.3 yards right on average. I mean, that's sad. 5.3. That's really freaking bad. Once again, can't get 200 yards passing. Got sacked 5 times. His quarterback rating is a 57.9. I mean, absolutely freaking gutless, pathetic. Barkley, keep it up with him. I mean, Daniel Jones, he ran 9 times for 79 yards. Okay. Barkley, 14 for 81, had that nice run. Had a couple of nice moves in there, took it to the corner, beat Diggs to the corner there, right? The place is going crazy. Giants taking the lead. The white out. There we go, baby. Woo! Nope. All down the dumper. Man, I'm telling you, like the white out, Saquon back, got the running game going on, taking it to the house. Here we go. Woo! Nope. As soon as the Cowboys got the ball, just walked right down the field, scored, tied the game up. Then scored the next 10 points after that. Right. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's see who we got here. We got Shepard at 5 catches he had for 49 yards. Barkley had caught 4 for 45. So Barkley had over 100 yards total. Okay. Bellinger, he had a nice night. He had 4 catches, right? James, another 4. I mean, he's got, I don't know, what's he got? 15 maybe now? I think he had 6 one game, 5 one game, and 4. So he's got like 14 or 15 receptions. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's see Golladay. Let's see the $18 million guy. Oh, that's right. He had no receptions. Yeah, 3 targets, no receptions. Myrick, he had 1 target, 1 reception. Sills, he had 2 catches for 20 yards. All right, let's see. What did Richie James do here? Punt return. They hemmed him in pretty good. He had 2 returns for 1 yard. Yeah, so. But what do we got here? What do we got? Okay, I want to go over the defense here. The defense now here. Love Mr. Duct Tape. He was all over the field. 14. He was, according to stats right here, 14 tackles he was in on. 4 solo. Okay. Adoree Jackson with 7. Xavier McKinney with 6. All right. But I mean, I don't know how wonderful this is. I mean, you got your top 3 guys as far as making tackles are all guys in the secondary. That's not always the best, but I mean, Julian Love had a wonderful game. Wonderful game. All right, so let's see here. Let's count up the sacks the Giants had. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, that's right. They didn't have any sacks. So this is what they've had 3 games. 3 sacks. Whew. Cowboys has as many sacks in the first half against Daniel Jones as the Giants have had in 3 full games. Right. Let's see. What do we got here? Tackles for loss. The Giants had one tackle for loss. Passes defense. Giants had 3. Pass defense. Quarterback hits. Giants had 2 quarterback hits. Now, I'm going to go over there. Giants had 2 quarterback hits. Cowboys had 12. Giants had no sacks. Cowboys had 5. Giants 2 quarterback hits. A backup quarterback, 2. Absolutely freaking pathetic. Unbelievable. See quarterback hits. Who got the quarterback hits? Sexy Dexter and Oshane Ximines. Okay. Thibodeau, he had 1 pass defense. Okay. He was he had 1 tackle. Let's see. Ojulari, he was in on one tackle. So our two edge rushers, right? I mean, I know, got just one game, and I get all of that stuff and everything, but just you were kind of hoping for maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit more than but then what you got here? The Giants, of course, they had the 11-play, 59-yard drive. Okay, well the Cowboys opened up. Okay, they had a punt, 5 plays, 25 yards. Okay, all right. Now they punted. The Giants got the ball. They moved. 11 plays, almost 60 yards. Okay, all right, but it was blocked. The Graham Gano's 47-yard field goal is blocked by Armstrong. Right. Then the Cowboys got it. They went 10 plays for where we got 55 yards, it looks like. Took a 3-0 lead. Okay. Then the Giants responded. I mean, things were, for not scoring any points right off the bat. Okay. I mean, the Giants had the one drive, missed the field goal. Okay. But then they took a 14-play, 51-yard drive. But they got a field goal. Okay. Let's see, what was it? Four, I mean, I got to get him 42-yarder from Graham Gano. Okay. So, all right. Okay. 2 drives, 2 field goal attempts. Not bad. All right. Then the Cowboys got the ball, and right, they went 5 plays, 53 yards. Let's see. Pollard had a 17-yard run off tackle. Pollard had a 14-yard run off. I'm sorry. Pollard went 46 yards. He had another run for 3 yards. Rushed to Tolbert for 4 yards. Incomplete pass, then a field goal. So on that drive the Cowboys had where they got the second field goal, Pollard ran the ball for 50 yards. All right, then we got Giants had the next one, 4 plays. Oh, we got -3 yards. Let's see. I'm sure maybe is there a sack in there? Jones incomplete. Daniel Jones for -2 yards, 8 yards. Wow. Then the Cowboys they got the ball. They went 9 plays, 37 yards, and they punted. Okay, so we got the ball back. All right, we got the ball. And then we lost it on downs. 4th and 2 at the Cowboys 47. Daniel Jones threw an incomplete pass to Kenny Golladay, our $18 million guy. Right? Had the ball right about midfield. Still at, if we're going to get picked up just 2 yards, still had a shot at getting a field goal, maybe, right? Maybe going to at halftime, maybe tied up. Then thankfully, right, they what do we got? How was it? A 59-yard field goal. Okay, it's no good. It was wide left. Okay, or it could have been 9-3. But that was the problem, obviously, with leaving the Cowboys a little bit of time before the half, right? If you don't make it, they got the ball right around midfield, 1 or 2 passes here or there, now they're in field goal range. Thankfully, they missed the field goal. So it was 6-3 at half. But as I said, once again, I was a couple of times this year so far, and I realize it's only 3 games, and we rebuild in, and I get it, all that stuff. But it's like, wow, we got some work to do. Some of the time I'm just like, in the first half, I didn't know if I was going to see Jason Garrett on the sideline going like that. It's like we can't. Can we do anything? Can we get it? Can we get a touchdown in the first half, man? Is that too? I don't know. Am I asking for too much? Maybe I don't know. Maybe before the end of the year we'll get a touchdown sometime in the first half. Whew, holy cow! Holy cow! All right. So then when the second half, okay, the Giants got the ball. They went 42 yards. Okay. Got tied it up 6-6. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? 4th and 5, the Cowboys 33. Graham Canal. Thank goodness the guy makes them from far out, because he makes so many 50+ yard field goals for us. Thank goodness. So a 51-yard field goal, right? Then it was 6-6. Okay. Cowboys got to play 3 and out. Holy cow. Imagine that. Huh? A backup quarterback can actually hold them with 3 and out. Wow. Okay. So the Giants get the ball back. 6-play drive, 77 yards. Saquon does his magic. All right. Saquon up the middle for 1 yard. Daniel Jones scrambles right. Pushed out of bounds for 14 yards. Okay, there's a penalty on Dallas for unnecessary roughness. And there was offsetting penalties on the Giants and for Shepard for unsportsmanlike conduct. All right, so then we got the Giants. Daniel Jones short pass to Sills for 14 yards. No, and I like to have the up tempo kind of going, the no huddle. I like that. That was good. That's what they were doing when Saquon took it to the house, right? And no huddle. Saquon Barkley went to the Cowboy 42 for 6 yards. Then Daniel Jones, Bellinger caught one of his 4 passes, right? So that was for another 6 yards, but he got a first down. He managed to, he got a first down on that one. And then that's when Saquon took it 36 yards. Had a little hole up the middle there. Had a nice double team. Got to the second level, made a couple guys miss, took it to the left, and beat Diggs to the corner. So now the Giants are up 13-6. The whiteout, the Hank, everything's going freaking crazy. People going bananas. Here we go, baby. 3-0. Yeah. All right. Tonight's the Giants' night. Sorry, Dallas. You might as well just go home now. Sorry. Well, that was pretty much it for the Giants. Because after that, the Cowboys rattled off the next 17 points. And so I said, as soon as the Cowboys got the ball back, a backup quarterback, they marched them right down the field. They went 9 plays, 75 yards, and tied it up 13. Right. Cooper Rush hit ABCD Lamb. Elliott up the middle for 7. And let's see, a short one to ABCD Lamb for 2. Ezekiel up the middle for 2. Then Cooper Rush hit Henderson for only for 29 yards. Then another short pass to Brown for 12 yards. Pollard up the middle for 1. Another short pass to Brown for 4 yards to the Giants 1. And then, let's see, Zeke up the middle for 1. Tie ball game. So the Giants get a chance to answer. All right, we scored. You scored. Now it's our turn. Watch it. Watch us go. Score 7. All right. Nope. 4 plays, 25 yards, and they punted. Had the ball for a grand total of 45 seconds. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. So then the Cowboys, where we got punts. The Scottish Hammer punted to the Cowboys 11-yard line. Got them pinned in. Right. Let's play the field position game, right? Got them down at 11. You got a backup quarterback, tie game. We're at home. The whiteout. We got it, baby. We got this, right? We're going to force you to punt, right? We're going to get the ball. We'll get decent field position. Maybe we'll move it in, maybe get a field goal or something. Nope. We'll just let them walk down the field with a backup quarterback. 11 plays, 89 yards. Took 6 minutes off the clock. Touchdown. Cowboys up 20-13. What do we got? Pollard for 4 yards. Brown for 5 yards. Completed pass. Cooper Rush went for 2 yards. Pollard up the middle for 10 yards. ABCD Lamb caught one for 17 yards. Pollard for 4 yards. Ezekiel Elliott for 2. Incomplete pass. Giants called the timeout. Let's see. Another short one, ABCD Lamb for 4 yards. Cooper Rush short pass to Henderson for 10 yards. We got the Cooper Rush short pass to ABCD Lamb to the 126 yards. Right. And then ABCD Lamb pass from Cooper Rush for 1 yard. Touchdown. There you go. Cowboys up 20-13. So the Giants get the ball back, all right? What can we answer? Can we get a field goal? Can we do something? Nope, 3 and out. 3 plays, 3 yards, 58 seconds off the clock. So they had the ball for 45 seconds the previous drive. This drive, they had the ball for 58 seconds. So they had the ball for 1 minute, 43 seconds in 2 drives. As the Cowboys just kept walking down the field, scoring touchdowns. We couldn't do anything. We made the Cowboys defense somehow look like the Steel Curtain from 1975. Right? All right, so the Giants punted. Then the Cowboys, of course, three drives in a row, they scored points, right? Touchdown. Then they get the ball back, pretty much put the game out of reach because they put it up by 2 scores. And the way the Giants were going, you think they're going to score 10 points? You think they're going to score twice in the last, 5, 6, 7 minutes of the game? Yeah. So let's see. So the Cowboys got the ball. Ezekiel at the Giants 35. Because they had once again the Giants gave up a punt return, a good-sized punt return. Once again, yeah. So the special teams gave up a field goal, gave up 3 points, and they had the one got blocked. So I mean, you indirectly, you can say their special teams kind of gave up 6 points tonight, right? Take 3 points away from the Cowboys here, maybe from this field goal, give the Giants maybe another 3. Now it's 20-19. It's a little closer to a ball game, right? But Gillen punt 41 yards to the Cowboys 37. Okay, Turpin brought it back to the Giants 35 for 28 yards. And the punter had to tackle him. Gillen, the Scottish Hammer, had to take him down. So the Cowboys had the ball, they were in field goal range. Right? They didn't have to really do much of anything, and they were in field goal range, and basically to put the game out of reach. So that's Ezekiel went up the middle for 5 yards. Very smart, outstanding. I freaking can't stand it when I see that fucking asshole doing this shit. I just want to go out there and fucking punch him in the fucking face. But it's very smart, right? The Giants can't move the ball. They can't, absolutely horrible. Hand it to him, let him go up the middle. Keep the clock running, right? You're in field goal range. Basically, kick the field goal and put the game out of reach. So then Ezekiel went up left guard. They got here for another 4 yards, right? Keep the clock running. So then it's 3rd down and 1. Now they try to pass, okay? Incomplete, thankfully for the Giants, okay? So, I mean, at least it stopped the drive. But, I mean, I don't know. If you got Ezekiel keep getting yards, I don't know why you don't hand it off to him. For him to get 1 yard. At least if he doesn't get the yard, the clock still keeps moving, right? For the Cowboys' sake, right? I mean, it worked out well for the Giants. But then they had, then they kicked a 44-yard field goal, put them up by 10 points. The game was pretty much over right there. So then the Giants finally, they went 9 plays, 42 yards. Daniel Jones to James for 16 yards. They're going from the 25 to the 41. Daniel Jones pass short right to Barkley for 5 yards. Jones up the middle for 7 yards. I mean, Jones took advantage, I mean, he did a decent job running. Got to give him that. But, it's when your quarterback's the one that has to do running, I mean, you kind of like your Saquon to do his thing, or the quarterback to be completing passes. That's what you kind of like to say. But all right, and Jones. Oh, hey, here's a shocker. Jones got sacked. Shocking, huh? Shocking. By Armstrong. But then there was a penalty on the Cowboys for a face mask, 15 yards and forced. There was no play. Then Jones passed to Barkley for 6 yards. Jones scrambles right to the Cowboys 22 for 4 yards. Daniel Jones, incomplete pass. Daniel Jones, another incomplete pass. Daniel Jones, another incomplete pass. Gano kicks another 51-yard field goal. Another 50-plus field goal. Can we get anywhere inside the that's right. We didn't even get to the red zone all night. Not one time. We're at home. Monday Night Football. We got the white out. We got people going freaking crazy, the towels and all this, and we can't even get into the red zone. Absolutely freaking pathetic. Then all right, we had a chance, right? We held the Cowboys. They punted, all right, and then that had the interception, and that the game was over. And it would have been, I would have liked anybody but Diggs to get the interception, but of course he's the one that got the interception. Jones pass short middle to Shepard for 12 yards. Got us going. A little going. It was like over a minute left to go. We got a chance, right? We got a chance, huh? And Daniel Jones incomplete pass. Penalty on Evan Neal for a false start. Moved us back 5 yards. He's going to get better, but then we got Daniel Jones deep left, okay, intended for Sills, intercepted by Diggs at the Giants 36. Diggs ran it back 7 yards. And, of course, Sterling Shepard was injured during the play. We'll have to find out more about that, going forward. But once again, an injured player gets injured. As I said this 7,000 times on this channel, Jimmy Johnson, the great coach of the Dallas Cowboys, said, injured players get injured. Kadarius Toney, all he does, he didn't not getting it because he's injured right now. So, he'll just continue to keep getting injured though. Sterling Shepard, okay, I love the guy to death. The guy can be on my team anytime. Guy can't stay healthy. Oh my God, we got our second round pick is injured. He played like 5 snaps, and he's missed almost all 3 games. Kadarius Toney can't get the guy on the field. Sterling Shepard, he's injured. Our $18 million a year guy came. I think he has 2 catches all year, 3 games, 2 catches. Holy cow! And then, of course, then the reason why the Cowboys didn't have a little more rushing yards was because Cooper Kush had the victory formation. He lost 2 yards rushing the last 2 plays, taking the kneel, sealing the deal. Cowboys 2-1, Giants 2-1. At least the Giants, the Eagles. Everybody's looking up at the Eagles. Commanders are 1-2. They don't tell you what, I am not impressed at all by them. Not impressed at all. They look more pathetic than the Giants did tonight. I am not impressed at all. Carson Wentz, not impressed. Commanders, not impressed. Rivera, he better start looking over his shoulder because they're getting ready. They're putting the process in motion to hand the pink slip. He just hasn't turned around to grab it yet. I don't think he'll be around past this season. They are not looking good. And they won a division, 2 years ago, and they just got. And they won. I don't know, were they 8-8? I think it was when they won the division, and it's going downhill from there, right? So, but the Giants are 2-1. You knew they weren't going to go 17-0. I was kind of surprised, that they were 2-0. But we got the Chicago Bears coming in next week. Okay, we got a chance, possibly pulling out a victory there. We can go 3-1. Whatever happened here happened, right? But we have a shot at going 3-1. Maybe if Leo Line comes back, maybe we can get some more production from Azeez and Kayvon. We'll have to wait and see. But we got a shot. It is what it is. Giants took a loss. We're competing. We lost by a touchdown, right? We didn't get blown out by 30. We lost by a touchdown. Of course, we lost by a touchdown to a backup quarterback. Okay, but we're competing. It's a work in progress. Shane and Dable and company, they're gonna have to start trying to build it up and break it down a little bit at the end of the season. Get rid of the players they don't want, get in some more new players, and try to take it from there. But I'll tell you what, without question, the defense, did a decent job of keeping us in the game once again. Okay, you got to give them props for that. But let's see. Good evening from Brazil, Gabriel. That was so disappointing. The atmosphere at MetLife Stadium seemed amazing. I guess it was my fault to trust in our wide receivers. What a mess. Yeah. Well, we just don't have. We just don't. We don't have anybody really out there that really scare the crap out of you. We got like Sterling Shepard, right? Good receiver, but he's not scaring the crap out of nobody. Kenny Golladay, we can't even get him a pass. Sills ain't going to scare the crap out of you. Richie James ain't scaring the crap out of nobody. We don't have anybody to scare the crap out of you. That's what the Giants need. The Giants need somebody to just scare the living crap out of you. We got Kadarius Toney. If maybe he'll be on the field sometime before the end of the year. Maybe if we're lucky, he can get open. All right. But he, as far as going deep and all that stuff and scaring, we don't have that. We just don't have that. Right. True. Yeah. I mean, they got ABCD Lamb. Right. I mean, last year they had Cooper and Lamb, but I mean, you got to have somebody that can scare the crap out of you. And then you start working around there. Maybe the Giants can get, like what Buffalo has, right? They got the two. You got two. I mean, like Kansas City, right? They got Mahomes, they had Kelsey, and they had Hill. I mean, holy crap, right? That's not guaranteeing you winning a Super Bowl, but you got the quarterback, you got two receivers that can get open, scare the crap out. You know what I mean? And where was I going with that? But I'm saying, everybody, if you have, Buffalo, all right, they got the dynamic, they got Allen, they got the quarterback. I don't know if the Giants had the quarterback, and they got Stephon Diggs. I mean, the guy plays, he doesn't get hurt, he catches so many passes, you got to have, look at what Miami's doing. Miami's 3-0. Look what the Eagles are doing, right? The Eagles got a decent quarterback, Jalen Hurts, but they got Brown, right? And they got DeVonta Smith, right? Two guys, right? The Dolphins. They got Tua, okay, but they got Tyreek Hill and they got Jaylen Waddle. Two guys scare the crap out of you. The Giants. Who do we have? We have nobody. We had. Evan Ingram could last year was a decent mismatch at the tight end position, but he's not there no more, right? We got Daniel Bellinger. He's not going to scare the crap out of you. Sills ain't going to scare the crap out of you. Richie James ain't going to scare the crap. Sterling Shepard's not. We have nobody to scare the crap out of you. Daniel Jones with the pressure on him, that's not helping him. We don't have anybody. We had Odell Beckham Jr. Remember him? He scares the crap out of you, right? I do hear that we're trying to go after Cole Beasley, okay, because he's on the practice squad, right, for Tampa Bay. So he's on. So that means somebody can come and pluck him off, right? Because I don't think he's protected. So I think we can. The Giants are trying to go after him now. The Giants, they're going to have to come up with some money, which we don't have a lot of. But I do know that Dable's out there looking, and he's FaceTiming free agent wide receivers trying to get somebody. So I'm not telling him nothing. He freaking knows. He needs help, right? So we'll have to wait and see. Maybe we can get Odell Beckham Jr. back here. Because he's not ready. I don't know exactly when he'll be ready. He's not ready, but he'll put people in the stands. I can tell you that freaking much. Absolutely, the place will be going freaking crazy. He's got to get his number back. But if he runs out of the tunnel for the first time, the freaking place is going to go freaking bananas. What do we got? If we keep lacking talent, even a good DJ game will be jeopardized. But it's tough. You can see certain things that are his fault, and then other times it's just like, well, our offensive line. He was getting hit the whole time against Carolina. Tennessee had pressure on him the whole time. The Cowboys sacked him 5 times tonight. We don't have any. We have our tight ends are not dynamic. Our wide receivers are not really dynamic. We just don't have. We got Saquon. What we got? Micah H. You have to have a receiver that threatens to be able to go over to. Oh yeah, absolutely. We don't have that. The problem. It's like it drops back to pass. They just start maybe squeezing in. They're like, the Cowboys. Ain't nobody going deep. Let's just move everybody in, baby. Keep right. We'll watch Daniel Jones's eyes because usually he's looking at his receiver a lot of times, and the defense just follows his eyes, right? We have nobody to take the top off the defense. If you had that, it would be a different game because now you got to stretch the defense out, open the field up. Once you open that field up, then there's a lot of cracks and crevices the guys can get open, create more space, get more yards, first downs, touchdowns, and all that. The Giants just don't have that. They got to dink and dunk their way down the field, and hopefully everything goes fine. It's not working. What do you got? Yep. Yeah, no, exactly. We just don't have that. So when we had Odell Beckham Jr., that's the guy that scares the crap out of you. The guy can catch the ball anywhere, going across the middle. You can throw the ball out on him. He can just go deep, anything. Just he's scared the crap out of you. So you had to have a couple guys pay attention to him at all time. And you can take the defense, take the top off the defense, bring the, the safeties. They got to stay back a little bit because we got Odell Beckham Jr. out there, right? The Giants ain't got that. And they said the only guy that we have that goes kind of deep that you can maybe throw the ball to is Golladay, and they're either not playing him or they're not throwing the ball to him. In one way you can get mad about that, and another way you can't. He came with the team. Shane and Dable didn't let's bring Golladay in. Yeah, let's pay him. Okay, and then we won't use him. No, he came with the team. He's not their guy, and he won't be here next year. That's a guarantee. They're going to save about $6.7 million, I think, on salary. They're going to have some dead cap space, without question. But they're going to save about $6.7 million when they let him go. He'll be gone. So they're just going to have to start bringing in some of their own guys. It's going to take a year or two or whatever. It's good. At least we got an easy schedule. So hopefully, we'll be in a lot of games. Hopefully we can win a bunch more, which would be cool, right? But we got the Bears coming up, another winnable game. So we'll just have to take it there. So anyway, guys, I've been here for 40 minutes. I think I'm going to go drink a beer because I need to do something after watching that game. Boy, that was tough. Guys, as always, hey, Gabriel and Micah, thank you so much for putting comments in there. That's the most comments I've had since I've been doing this, guys. Thank you. You guys absolutely freaking rock. Thank you so much. Well, Giant fans, thank you so much for spending some time with me, or anybody watching the replay of this. Once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. You guys absolutely rock. And as always, guys out there, stay safe and go Giants. Woo! Oh, yeah.